let's make lemonade. Let's go to work.
That's the signal! Go, 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 go!
Fits!
It's beautiful! Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude!
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson, bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Infinity. Big offers on their most popular SUVs, the QX80 models, with up to $9,000 retail cash, plus financing as low as 0% for 36 months or 3.9% for 84 months. QX60 models with up to $6,000 off and the same great financing options. If you're listening on the audio stream at therushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. Watching on YouTube, good to have you tuning in with us this morning. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, leave your comments in the comment section, and always follow us on our social media channels. And don't forget to call the show at 515-517-2303. Everything okay over there, Ross Peterson?
No.
Everything okay?
Right as we came on the air, I spilled my coffee. The Illuminati got me.
Ooh,
Right as I was coming on the air, the Illuminati spilled my coffee.
The spiritual aliens got you because Ross was taking me down his rabbit holes of conspiracy before we went. Do you think we talked sports before we got on the show? No. We were going down some rabbit holes, and I just sit and listen to Ross. I'm like his therapist.
You're worried about me, aren't you?
I'm not worried about you. But you said one thing right before we went on the air, and that was you're just having fun with it, because there are many people who this consumes their life, they become angry, they become just bitter, and you're like, you don't do that. You're a cynic about it. I think it bothers you, but it's not. When you get done today, you're going to go, hey, I'm going to go sell some houses. I'll see you later.
Exactly right. Yep. Enjoy my evening. Enjoy the passage of time. Think about fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Courtney's out of town for a couple of days, so might have some time to hang out with the boys for a little bit. I haven't done that for a while. Get a little loose.
Look at you. It's bachelor weekend for Ross Peterson.
And I'm helping my buddy Dirty buy a house right now. Okay.
Hold it. Is that his nickname? Dirty?
Do you think his mama named him Dirty?
You know what? My wife is in a classroom. She comes back and gives me names of kids. You're like, they named their kid what? Right? I mean, nothing would surprise me anymore if you said, hey, this is my buddy Dirty. And I would go, oh, that's your real name. Nothing surprises me anymore, Ross.
So anyway, he's the one, we were down in Lacona, I was telling you. Then last night we were in Melcher, Dallas. Familiar with Melcher, Dallas? One town, two names.
He wants to live in the rural areas of Iowa.
He's got a plan. Yeah, he's got a plan.
How far is Melcher, Dallas from like your house?
45, 50 minutes, something like that.
That's not bad. It's not obscene.
Not too bad. It's kind of like south of Carlisle, south. You know what I mean? You know the area.
Yeah. South.
You know that direction. It's one of the four main ones you should know. So anyway, that's got to see another nice little town last night. It's just fun. One of those places you get out, you're like, you hear the birds chirping already in February. Yeah, I can see myself here. And then he pulls in and goes, nope. And you go, okay, well, I don't see myself here. You're right. Yeah, let's go to the next one.
Does that would bother me as you're giving your time. Your job is really to give time, get people in houses. But when you drive 45 minutes and right away it's nope, you're like, oh,
no, it doesn't bother me a bit.
Really?
No. I like the windshield time. I like seeing places. I enjoy seeing houses. Oh, it's fun. It's always interesting. There's always something unique. And you find yourself going, why is that? Why is the floor cut there? And you look around and you go, oh, I think there was a wall here. Anyway, I find it really interesting. I'm sure there are people that are like, Jesus, get dork.
So while you worry about aliens, UFOs, the government, the
All the
shadow
things
government,
all the things I can control.
yeah, all the things you can control, I worry about little things because I had a learning experience yesterday. I kind of tipped you off on this. I called you and I said, hey, man, I had an experience with government inefficiency at its finest. Everybody knows that my mom passed away almost a year ago now. It's been about a year. It'd be April 14th, I think, is the anniversary of her death. Well, as the executor of her will, I have to file her final tax return, right? And I've just been sitting here waiting. I got the IPER statement. I've got the Edward Jones statement, but I'm waiting on the Social Security statement because I want to file the taxes so I can get my brothers paid off and we can just totally end this thing. And this thing's not coming. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go to the Social Security Administration office. Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, that is a sight of dysfunction like I've never seen before.
Now, to be clear, you're in Omaha. The one in Des Moines, I'm sure, runs like
Right. I have a feeling.
But to be clear, you were at the one in Omaha with
I was
Nebraskans, man.
Yeah, in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So I walk in and they're like, do you have an appointment? Because we are a by appointment only. And I'm like, no, I don't have an appointment. They're like, well, you can take your chances and grab a number.
Take your chances.
Take my chances and grab a number. So I go up, I fill out a couple things, and they're like, I go, okay, what do you think my chances are? They said, right now the wait is 3 hours. This was at 11:30. So I thought, you know what, maybe they'll move along, be efficient, get people in and out. And the way they have you lined up in this office is like you're waiting for people to get out of jail. The seats are set up wrong. You're facing a wall. And it's very weird, but then and it's loaded with security guards, right? They got more security, I think, than they did actually people working on the windows.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to go down in the Social Security office. Seems like there's got to be a rough crowd there.
So I'm waiting there for like 45. I'm 45 minutes into my sitting waiting for, and the security officer goes, "Folks, I haven't had to do this in a while, but if you have an appointment, you will be seen. They're just running about 15 minutes behind. If you don't have an appointment, and this is about 11:45 noon, you'll be seen by 4 o'clock." So I stand up. I'm like, I can't do this. I'm not going to.
Now, when you say you stand up, did you make a scene?
No, I just said, I go, I can't wait till 4 o'clock. I didn't know
if your inner Mick Cronin came out and you started.
So I go back, and as I'm waiting for this thing in the mail, all I needed is to print out the 1099. So I'm like, well, they brag in that thing, do everything online. Well, I can't do anything online in my mom's Social Security number because I can't get into her account, right?
Okay.
So I call the Social Security Administration, and I'm like, hey, here, I'm the executor of her will. I need to file her income tax. They're like, I'm waiting for this thing to come in the mail. I said, have you sent it? They're like, no. I'm like, why not? Well, she's dead, and we don't send personal information to houses. I said, yeah, but all her mail's getting forwarded.
Yeah.
And so I go, what's her birthday? Do this. What's her Social Security number? Do this. What day she died? I do that. Give her all the information they want. Okay, do you want us to mail you one? I go, I thought you just said you couldn't mail. I said, can you email it to me? No, we're not capable of doing that. I said, okay. I go, can I set an appointment? Thinking, what, if I set an appointment, that way I know I go in it. They're like, yeah, we can set you up an appointment. Ross, the earliest appointment I could get in was March 26th. March 26th. So then I go, okay, that's the Omaha office. Can I go to the Council Bluffs office? I go, that's just a stone's throw away. I'll go over to Council Bluffs. Sure, we can do that. Oh, the earliest you can get in there is March 28th. I'm like, wow.
A lot of people.
I go, so drop one in the mail. I go, hey, I'm waiting for the 1099. I need the official form. Can you just give me the number that's on the 1099, so I can tell the tax man to get started on the can't give you the number, sir. I can't really verify that you're the executor. I go, I'll email you the papers. Like, no.
We'd hate for a stranger to get a hold of this information. You're a stranger. My mom doesn't know you, and you're looking at her information. Can you please share it with me?
Well, and Berger says, Travis, I believe you can get her tax information online. I can't because she's dead. Well, not only that, once she died, it cut off online access because she no longer exists. And if I tried to set up an account with her social security number, it would flag it saying she's dead.
Isn't it so? Because it's anyway. That's
all I'm going to say is the Social Security Administration made the DMV look like the Crown Plaza. I'm like, I would much rather go to the DMV and get my driver's license, pay my property taxes, and
the property taxes I always pay online, and that is literally a click of a couple buttons, and you're done. I've never really had a bad DMV experience. I shouldn't say never. Not in a long time. There used to be an office up on 2nd Avenue in the old Haymarket Mall. Going to that place was like, I don't even know how to explain it. Don't even know how to explain it. It was a different world. You walked in there, it just felt like, but now DMV experiences lately have been awesome. I love it. Well, not that I'm looking forward to it, but I don't. It's not. We have there's a couple places in Central Iowa you can go. A lot of people in Des Moines go down to Indianola and take care of theirs down there because it's just they're kind of known to be less busy. But
I'll let you know the Social Security Administration was a different world. I'm like, I'm going to go in there. There's going to be a bunch of geriatrics. I'm getting up there. I'm going to fit. I'm going to blend right in. Oh no. I mean, this was like the nut house. I mean, I'm sitting next to people going, just talking to themselves. I'm like, okay. And then I hear another guy talking to a woman going, I haven't put my hands on anybody in 2 months because, the restraining order. And I'm like, okay, this is not what I thought the Social Security Administration was going to be.
Yeah,
I just thought it was good. I just thought it was going to be a bunch of old people who want their monthly check or have a problem with their monthly check. That wasn't it.
I mean, I was kind of being facetious when I said, man, a lot of people dying because I know they do more than just handle estates and probates and things like that. But what am I missing there that the Social Security Administration is now the new nut house?
Maybe it's benefits. I have no, disabilities. I have no idea, but it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Really freaked me out. So I'm going to pick a day. I'm trying to do this before I take off next week. And I might just like tomorrow after, if I get some time, go, hey guys, I'm going to bring a hotspot. I'm going to work from the Social Security Administration. And I want to try to get this taken care of before March 26th. Damn. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But, a learning experience. I look at it as a learning experience.
Do you?
And I also, then I told my wife, I said, we're pretty fortunate. There's a lot of unfortunate people out there.
First world problems.
Yeah, it's a first world problem.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, why can't I get what I want? Because it's sitting right there. It'd take you 30 seconds to print off a piece of paper.
What's the, in the movie Caddyshack? Hold on. I just want to know. Is when you said, why can't I just get what I want? You remind me of, what's the little snotty kid's name? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank now. The one that they're always betting if he's going to pick his nose. Spalding. That reminds me of Spalding Smalls. Can't I just get what I want?
You can't always get what you want.
Yeah. Frankie says that so many people from Des Moines show up down in Indianola, it's making it harder for the Indianola residents. Well, then build another place for us, Frank. Duh. Quit being so selfish and think about me for a minute, okay? It's incredible.
How can you help other people but don't help yourself?
Yeah, right. And I did know that was a problem because the word kind of got out up here like, hey, they kick ass down in Indianola. You can go down there and get whatever you need to get done in minutes rather than hours. And I have experienced that, and it was true. So sorry, Frank.
I just was not aware that many people had problems with Social Security. I was like, oh, okay.
I think you and I probably had the same misconception, Trav, and that is the scope of what the Social Security Administration is actually handling. Because I liked it, and I thought it was. I mean, making those jokes, I was like, oh man, a lot of people down there. As soon as you started talking about it being something different, like, oh.
Well, and I don't mean to stereotype here. I don't mean to be
fire away. Here we go.
I don't mean to stereotype.
Come on.
Because they want you to do most things online, right? They're like, hey, this is going to be a lot simpler. And it hit me as I was in there that I don't think a lot of people have access to the internet that were in there, right? It's just
I think that I don't think that's the case. Internet is readily accessible in lots and lots of places. Most of those people probably had a phone on them, right?
Yeah,
and all of those phones connect to the internet. They've also got public libraries where that's all set up, and most people have access to a Wi-Fi somewhere or a cafe. Or I mean, again, I don't buy that. I think again, I don't think anybody would. It would have been fair for anybody to look at you and go, "Oh, that fella doesn't have access to the internet, so he's here." No, you're here because it's not as easy as they want to make it seem. Dude, I get an email the other day from my favorite people, my insurance company. They're like, hey, I have an app that monitors my driving, and I'm an excellent driver, like Rain Man. And so I get a discount because of this app that I have. I got my bill. I noticed it was a little higher than normal. So I went and checked out. I've been unenrolled from my app that watches my. I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? Super easy to re-enroll. Click this button.
Wasn't super easy, was it?
Click the button. Oh, that didn't work. You better call us. Hit this button for support or call us. So first, well, it's the internet. Hit the button for support. Type in there, I've been unenrolled from the program. Can you help me with re-enrollment? Hit the send. The phone number is there. Or call us. I think, well, I'll call. Because that's, again, I'll do the in-person thing. Make the phone call. Lady gets on with me. She's like, yep, this is really easy. Bing, bang, boom. You're done. You're reset. Ready to go. And like 30 seconds after that, I get an email from them that says, thanks for the online support. We've disconnected your account. You need to. And then it's like, you have to wait 48 hours to download the app again or call us on Thursday if you're. So super easy. Just click the button.
Yeah. People are scared of software. And I probably fall into that. I mean, and I'm starting to love insurance companies like you do. I got a call from my agent the other day. Hey, they're going to drop your homeowner's insurance. I said, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. Well, exactly. You had the water claim. I go, yeah, but it wasn't even that much, right?
And that was what, 3 years ago?
It was 2 years ago, but you haven't proved that you did the fixes yet. I said, because I haven't done them yet. I said, you didn't give me enough money to hire a general contractor. We're doing them by ourselves. So I had to give documented proof that we're actually working on the basement. I showed the finished room, which is, this room wasn't covered by insurance. They're like, yeah, you had water damage in there, but we got that dried out. But we did this room. So then I had to take pictures of the, I'm like, you're going to drop me? And he's like, yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get you more insurance. I said, well, the mortgage company isn't going to go for that. They want an insured house.
Then it's forced place insurance, and then it's, dude, been through it. Hey, you didn't make claims when you should have made claims. And even if you would have made claims, we would have denied your claims or not actually fulfilled the claims. But since you didn't make claims for a long time, now we're just not going to insure you.
Why hasn't, and I'm just curious, and folks, we'll get to some sports later on. You think about the taxi business, right? Uber and Lyft totally disrupted the taxi business. To see a taxi anymore, it's like seeing an actual taxi cab is like seeing a payphone anymore. You're like,
yeah, good call on
those
that. Yeah.
exist.
It's like a classic car.
Yeah. Airbnb has has disrupted the hotel business. Now, hotels are still around, but still it's disrupted the business to give you a different option. Why hasn't there been a disruptor in the insurance
A really
business?
good question.
Because
you want the bumper sticker conspiracy theory?
Yes, I love your conspiracy theory.
Because the insurance industry is the new mafia. They're the new mafia. They've got us all by the balls. And they get to squeeze the money out of you whenever they want to squeeze the money out of you. But they take care of you. They protect you. You want the protection or not? Do you want the protection or not? By force of law, we don't have to have a gun anymore. We got sirens. We got the lights and sirens. We got the sheriff to come and kick you out of your house. You don't own a home. You can pay off the mortgage. Guess what comes due here in about 2 weeks?
Your property taxes and your
And
first
guess what
half
happens
insurance?
the minute you don't pay them bad boys?
Your house is like put a lien on and it could be sold at auction.
They've got the lights and sirens. Don't pay your car insurance. What happens? What happens? Get pulled over. Now you got to pay a huge fine. To who? Them. It's the new mafia. They've got us all by the balls. And they squeeze. And they do it by threat. Do it or else. Pay us or else. It's the new mafia.
And I was talking to John Higgins the other day, not about basketball, but some other things. But you know, he owns a roofing company, right? And their big thing with insurance companies now is he's the number one installer of Da Vinci shingles in America. Okay, Da Vinci is a 30-year roof. Well, an insurance company now only says if your roof's older than 10 years old, we're not going to insure it. So you spend all this extra money to put a 30-year Da Vinci roof on this thing, and you've lost the value of it after 10 because the insurance company says, well, it's a 10-year-old roof. Yeah, and tell me if this was a dick move, because the new mafia is fill in the blank. Government, insurance, healthcare, it's all intertwined.
You just nailed it, Trav.
They're all the same.
If I could put one next to the government and A and B next to insurance and healthcare, because they're under the exact same thing.
Because every time I call my agent, he's a good guy. He's a friend of mine, has been for a long time, but he's gotten to the point where just do it online. So if you got a claim, do it online. And I don't have many claims, but so I gathered all this information, and instead of doing it online, I sent it to him and said, hey, take care of this. I want you to do something as an agent besides just sit in your office and collect commissions, right?
Thank you.
I'm sending it to you. You take care of it. That way I know you're going to take care of it. And if you don't, they come back to me. I'm like, hey, I sent this to you. It's on you. I want you to work a little bit.
Travis, if you I love that, if you aren't happy with your mechanic and you reach out and you just to your group of friends and you say, hey, has anybody got a mechanic? They like, a couple of your buddies are going to be like, yeah, man, you should go to Willis. You should go, or oh, dude, I go to this guy, or I've got this friend, or don't you know so-and-so, right? Somebody in your group is going to say, oh yeah, I've got this option. Man, I need a good place to have a dinner. Throw that out to your group of friends, right? And somebody's going to go, I just had a good meal at Iowa Tap Room. Yeah, right. Tell your friends you're not happy with your insurance. Say, hey, I wonder if I can get a better insurance rate. Anybody happy with their insurance? And watch everybody in the room go. You go, true. Whoa, wait. That's weird. This industry that's supposed to be a service industry in some way, nobody gets good service from it? Huh.
Our buddy Brett Bloom is watching right now going, oh, don't.
And I'm just, it's a necessary thing. He's not the only one.
No.
Dude, my insurance agent might be listening right now. He's like, I didn't know Ross felt this way about me. Love the guy. Love Bloom. Love the people. hate the game, right? Love the player, hate the game, whatever it is.
That's a good way to look at it. It's all a game.
And dude, I'm an insurance agent. Or I'm a real estate agent. I'm a realtor. There are a lot of people that look at realtors that same way too. Now, I look at it, I'm showing up, I'm helping people, I'm giving people my knowledge, expertise, all those things.
You're doing the contract negotiation.
I'm helping out in a lot of different ways. I'm showing my worth. I'm hoping to every client I have. And again, ask people around you, hey, have you had a good experience with a realtor? Somebody in your group's going to go, yeah, you should call Ross. He did a great job. Really felt like he cared. It was personal, nice. Somebody in your group's had to ask about your insurance company. They'll go, oh, I love the guy. My insurance agent's great. Man,
it's like coverage. Because you fight for your client. An insurance agent usually just goes, types the numbers in the computer, can't.
Yeah.
Denied. Well, you gonna call him? You gonna fight for me?
Feels like you're in the bank at South Park, and we'll just type in some digits here, and it's gone.
What?
Oh,
what?
You can pay me next month. Okay, we'll throw that money into the account here, and you made a claim, and it's gone. This desk is for clients only.
And you bought some crypto, and it's gone.
Now's the time, Trav. Don't. Liquidate all your assets. Throw it into Bitcoin.
Going into gold. Silver. If you're looking for somebody who really knows how to take care of you, that would be Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank, because he's been financing homes for 25 years. And he offers VA, FHA, IFA, first-time buyer loans, conventional and new construction loans, and all approvals are done locally by Northwest Bank. Gary can get you approved in 30 minutes or less, and it can happen after hours and on the weekends. Gary has been the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker for the past 8 years. If you want a trusted local mortgage banker with years of experience, call Gary to take care of you. 515-975-6767. What a start to the show. That was fun.
That was not planned.
That was not planned, but it was
Virginia
fun.
even wrote in and said, slow sports day?
No, we'll get to it. Plus, Bruno's going to be hopping on with us at 7:30. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search the Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows football, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, I'm John Lenners with Willis Lexus, and it's February, and you know what that means, Valentine's Day. If you're looking for that special gift, we've got some options. We've got 0% for up to 72 months on RZ and $2,000 off. We also have some RX and NX plug-in hybrids with low rates as low as 2.9 for 48 months. We have a great selection of inventory, and we invite you to stop out and take one for a test drive or visit us online at willislexus.com for the most updated sale prices.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
You know, spring is right around the corner, and if you're going to be tired of yard work, because nobody likes to do yard work, let Liberty Lawn and Landscape Solutions handle it. Professional lawn care, landscaping, and property upkeep that fits your lifestyle. Visit libertylawnsolutions.com. Your lawn will thank you. 515-517-2303 is the number to call. Of course, Ross and I are going to be playing a little wheelchair basketball on Saturday in support of Can Play. I tried to recruit another player yesterday, Ross. My efforts fell short. I asked Mr. Bacon himself, Brooks Reynolds, who was in Japan yesterday. I believe he's on a plane right now. He's on one of those lay-down seats flying back from Tokyo. The only way to go. I said, hey, do you want to play?
Is that how you're going to go to Italy?
No, I am in Uber economy, meaning I'm so cheap, I can't have a seat assignment yet. They're like, you get your seat assignment when you check in. We don't know where you're going to sit yet, Mr. Justice. Now, for a price of $79.95, you can purchase a seat right now. But I'm basically in steerage. That's the way it is. I'm in steerage.
We have a really comfy dog kennel down in cargo.
Yeah.
I'm in.
We'll give you an oxygen mask just in case, because it's not equalized down there. But Brooks, he actually said he's got like a sore shoulder. He's like, I can't do it. I said, okay. I just wanted to throw that offer out there for you, Brooks, because more than anything, I wanted a star-studded team. That's why we went after Tyler Kluver. That's why we got Justin. That's why
Bill Blank is our
yeah. Does Bill Blank complain about the officials during wheelchair basketball?
He is just brace yourself. Okay, it gets real personal, real quick. First time they miss a call, he's going to know the officials' kids' names, where they went to school. He's going to mock them for their career choices. It's alarming, but he does it in a fun way.
You mentioned it gets real personal. Will my cherry picking bother him? Like, will he be, Justice, you lazy ass?
Well, Eli and I were putting together a game plan last night. Okay. And part of that game plan is you two will not be on the court together at the same time. Say what you want. Think what you want about what I just said, but we decided that the two of you, listen, this is why sometimes you split up your two best hitters. You know what I mean? You put your three hitter in the sixth spot just to change it up on them. I don't want them to think we've got an A team and a B team. I want them to think we've got an A team and an A team.
Okay.
And I just can't even imagine their fear when we roll out there in the first quarter and you're out there in the first quarter and they're looking around. They're like, wait, where's Bill Blank? They see him on the sideline. They're like, they're saving Bill Blank for the second and fourth quarters. Oh my God. And then
I'm getting benched for the fourth quarter when it really matters, when it's in a time of great athleticism is needed. I get benched in the fourth quarter.
Yep. You put the ball at the rim. Do you want to dunk it? You need me to.
What if I come out smoking hot, playing incredible offense, playing tenacious defense?
Yeah, we'll be really excited about that. You have a lot of people on the sideline going, keep going, Trav, rather than get back on defense.
No, it's going to be, who's coaching this team? Why is he in the game? Why isn't he in the game? Getting a little nervous now.
It's going to be, listen, It is. I promise you, it is a ton of fun, and it is a fun little workout. It's not going to take long.
We have two games.
Last year, I played on Brooks's team. I played on the Bacon Boat team last year. So that was. So I know Brooks is able or willing. He's just not able this year.
He's not able
of the injury.
Not able. So, before we dive into some sports, we got some sports to get to. We do want to welcome the Urology Center of Iowa to the Rush Radio Show. They're going to be joining us as an advertiser and sponsor. You're going to be hearing a lot about the Urology Center of Iowa. So thank you for supporting the Rush. Thank you for believing in this show. And we can't wait to talk about the Urology Center of Iowa for the months and hopefully years to come. So we'll be telling you about vasectomies. We'll be telling you about, testosterone. Got a little ED.
I'm probably on the verge of a vasectomy thing, but again,
are you?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I know where you can go. You do, the Urology Center of Iowa.
Ryan's got a great idea.
A tailgate?
I mean, I don't think we could tailgate outside of the, recplex out there, but you're coming.
Well, we're going to. I was told to get there right around 8:00.
Okay.
And our first game is at 8:30.
Thank you for saying that. I was unaware. And maybe I missed an email on that.
Well, I was just emailing back and forth with him yesterday. I said, hey, where do I need to be and what time do I need to be?
Yep.
And she did apologize because I said, hey, I'm coming in from Omaha. She goes, you're going to have to get up early. And I said, that's fine.
That's okay. That's
I'm
all right.
going to be up early anyway.
Yep.
But she said, if you're there by 8, that's good. Your first game's at 8:30.
Okay. That's an easy one.
Yeah. The good thing about playing so early is you and I are up normally this time anyway. So we are going to be rested, ready to go.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I was hoping for this, because I thought I was doing the biometric clock. I'm thinking early game going to be better. We're prime. For 8 a.m., it's like noon for us.
Here we go.
Look at me playing the mind games.
Go.
I got one other mind game for whoever is unlucky enough to draw us as an opponent. Okay?
Okay.
We do have a hidden injury report.
Yeah, really?
That's all I'll allude to is we have one player that is a game time decision. They aren't going to know who. He's playing. But I'm just going to let them know we aren't at full strength.
We're going to have a Willis Reed moment. We're going to have a guy just wheel out there with a limp. Sorry.
That's all right. Listen, when we were announced as winners a couple years ago, I ran around the gym doing siren noises with the trophy above my head. And somebody was like, hey, bad form. Oh.
Well, if we win, I'm going to bring a boom box and play, we are the champions.
I want to prepare you for something here. We don't play like an actual full tournament. We'll only play 2 games. So we're kind of in like a 3-team round robin type of deal.
I get it.
So it won't be, it's not like we get to play all the teams next, but if we win our 2 games, number 1, we are the champion.
Watch us have to play like the Iowa State football team NIL squad in game number 1.
We had to play those guys a couple years ago.
And you won?
Smoked them.
Wow.
Here's the thing. It's not about athleticism.
Strategy.
Yeah.
You're going to have to teach me the strategy.
I've tried to talk to you a little bit, and you're already not listening to me. Talking about jump shots and mid-rangers. No. Not
Layups.
Playing defense. Come on, this guy.
I'll play
good time. I know it's going to be fun. I'm excited about Saturday. It's always a fun time.
We've spent a lot of time on this show talking about Iowa State and its NCAA chances. They're going to be a number 1 seed. They're going to be a number 2 seed. We've talked about Iowa essentially locking up a spot with its win over Nebraska. We haven't spent a lot of time talking about Northern Iowa because Northern Iowa went on a little bit of a losing streak and they were dealing with some injuries. But Ross, Northern Iowa playing really, really good basketball right now. They were home last night against Indiana State, got an 81-60 win over the Sycamores. And you had 4 players in double figures. Will Hornseth with 18 points. He had 3 rebounds. You had Ben Schweiger with 17 points. you have a team that now that it's healthy is playing like the team that was predicted to be at the top or even win the Missouri Valley Conference. And at 18-10, 10-7 in the Missouri Valley Conference, I promise you, there is not a team in the Valley that goes, oh, we want to go to St. Louis and play Northern Iowa. They want nothing to do with Northern Iowa because they're playing that well, and the defense is clamped down. I think they're like 17-2 now when holding teams to 60 points or below. I mentioned yesterday the defensive average is at 61 points per game. They held Indiana State to 60. Don't be shocked. Now they got to win the damn thing. I get that.
Yeah. There's nothing we can't watch their win total rise and go, oh, if they get to such and such. Nope, they got to win. Got to win in St. Louis. Travis, did you say 17-2?
I think that was the number. I mean,
knew when we pulled it up yesterday. I remember looking back, and it's like, man, they've had a couple games where they have just absolutely locked down opponents. Holding Bradley to 49, holding Evansville to 55. Even in losses. I mean, they lost to Illinois State and gave up 59 points. They can lock you down.
I'm sorry. It's 13-2, not 17. So it's still 13-2.
They still have 15 games where they've held the opponent under, did you say under 60 or is it in the 60s?
60 or below. So 60 or below.
That's incredible. That alone is just a shocking stat that they've had 15 games where they've held teams that low.
Yeah.
And then to be able to, the offense was early on, it seemed like that, there were times when that was the issue. Getting guys that could fill it up. And when you go through that box score and you have multiple guys in double figures, Hawks haven't had multiple guys in double figures.
No.
Consistently. When you're playing that well on both sides of the court and you've got 5 guys on the court that are doing so, that's how you win in the Valley. UNI fans have to be really happy right now. Loss to Belmont sucks, and that's such an outlier.
Belmont's your leading team in the Valley. That's the best team in the Valley.
And they gave up 90. They gave up 91. That's 2 games worth of points.
It's a good point,
right? And so they, just got to hope that defense is able to make those adjustments against Belmont down in St. Louis, win down there. And Travis, I would even go so far as to say, like, there aren't a lot of big boy teams. There are a handful of teams right now we've talked about. Iowa State's in that elite class. They're not worried about a UNI. And Iowa.
No, but if you're a 10, or if say UNI were to sneak in, right, and they're going to be in that 10 or it'd be an 11, 12 line probably. Nobody in that range wants to play that team. Nobody.
Man, broken record. We had this broken record. They did have those 4 losses. Was it 4 or 5 in a row or in the middle of the year? But early on, broken record. We say this every year. Around February, late February, going into March, we say this exact same thing about UNI teams. Like, man, they're good.
The losing streak was it started with lost to Belmont 78-65, lost to Bradley 75-69, lost to UIC 69-61, lost to Valpo 54-44, lost to Illinois State 59-54, and then came back and beat Murray State 81-76. That's when they got healthy.
5 straight losses there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they would have been 100% healthy during that time, they wouldn't be 10-7. They'd probably be sitting there with 2, maybe 3 losses, the way I look at it.
What did you say? They scored at Valpo 44 or something like that?
Yeah, they got to be 54-44. Oof.
Stay the course. Keep going. Keep grinding. We'll get there, boys.
That shows you it's a long season. A couple of stats that stood out from last night. They forced 17 turnovers. They scored 24 points off those turnovers. So not only were they playing great defense, they were able to turn that into really good offense. They were 13 of 27 from behind the 3-point line, including in the second half, 9 of 15. So 9 of their 13 3-pointers came in the second half. Indiana State just 1 of 10 from behind the arc in the second half, 10%. They shot 10%. So just a good job of clamping down on defense by you and I.
Real quick, and maybe I know you said Schweiger had 17. He had 17 on 6 of 7 shooting. 5 of 6
from behind the 3-point line.
I got a hot night.
As we sit here and brag about you and I, we cannot brag about Drake. And I know Justin was probably at the game, and Justin's going to be joining us a little bit later on. But, man, the losing streak continues. Now 7 in a row for the Bulldogs. Things just not going right over there on Forest Avenue. And I don't know if there's a fix for it. Jalen Quinn's been really good. He had 23 points, 10 rebounds, but nobody else stepping up. They just... And the hard thing to figure out here, Ross, is... we could talk to Hendo about it, but it's like there was a point where like, oh, they're finding their way. And then all of a sudden that just dropped off. It's just disappeared. It's not there. Poor 3-point shooting.
Had a second half lead and just went flat. Had a long stretch, couldn't find the bucket. You know, and Quinn did have a nice night. He had, what did you say, 20?
He had 22.
But what?
23, sorry.
23, but 9 of 21 from the field. So I'm interested in Justin's takeaway. Is this, you got to have somebody that's down there shooting. Is this just a case of right now a lot of guys have lost confidence?
Well, they were up 10, I believe, in the first half. They fell behind by 8. They came back, I think, tied it, but then lost the lead with about 6.5 minutes to go and never bounced back. Like winning, losing can become contagious.
Great way to put it, Trav. Yep. We've all seen that. You find you just, it's a confidence thing. It's the same thing as Hilton Magic, but the opposite. Everybody believes something, and it's that thing. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right.
Yeah. That's why the book, The Little Engine That Could, is still popular, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I can.
There's a line in Boss Baby. You'll hit every tree you aim for, or something like that. And it's the same sort of philosophy. Like if you think you're gonna fail, you're right.
It's like the law of manifestation, right?
There you go. I like how I go to Boss Baby and you pull out Nitschke. yeah. Those two. Yeah,
those like simplify it. Boss Baby simplifies it for me. You get all philosophical in the spirituality of manifestation and you know.
Yeah. It's easier for me to think about it in song lyrics and Boss Baby quotes. Tough, man. And again, speaking of the broken record, we feel like we've done this after every Drake loss this year. Is that Drake fans have to get sick of hearing that from non-Drake fans of like, well, tough titty. All right, good luck next time. Doesn't matter because you're in the Valley, so it's only one bid league. But that's the truth. Is like, hey, keep going. Maybe the confidence is going to spark. Get a couple wins. Get to the end of this season. Hope Hendo starts recruiting some really good guys. Get excited about this team next year. Give this some time, because obviously right now there's.
And you hope you can hold on to Quinn, right? Because the year if you don't think his phone's going to be ringing off the hook with the numbers that he's putting up, there's going to be offers out there.
And that's just going to be every year for you.
Yes.
You're right. You're right about that, Trav.
Did you see the Doug Gottlieb meltdown the other night?
Yeah.
We didn't show it, and I didn't get to it, and I feel bad because that is something we should have talked about. But he's now been suspended 1 game by the Horizon League, and he'll miss Friday's game against Oakland. He had a meltdown because of a call that wasn't made, and just basically asked for consistency from the officials. And the reason he has a meltdown is that people aren't going to pay attention to the Horizon League, nor are we asking you to pay attention to the Horizon League. But Doug Gottlieb has actually had a really good turnaround at Green Bay. I mean, for a guy that early in the season you thought, this guy's on the hot seat, They have 15 wins. They're which is up from like 3 a year ago. They're at that top of the Horizon League. And when you're battling for a conference championship, you know that every win matters. And he pounded the desk and criticized the officials. We know you can't criticize officials, whether you like that rule or not. You're going to get in trouble if you criticize the officials. I was surprised that the Green Bay president came out and said, "Hey, listen, we appreciate Doug Gottlieb's apology," which he did apologize. But they do not agree with the suspension. We think a public reprimand or a public censure would have been more suitable for this. A suspension was not needed nor warranted, but we accept the findings. I mean, do you think slamming your hand on the table and criticizing officials is good enough for a suspension?
Okay, now we're missing the technical foul part of this. Okay, because he was teed up for yelling at for in-game actions, right?
Well, and he says, he goes, "I didn't swear. I wasn't demonstrative."
Now that's the wiggle room, but I would agree.
Demonstrative.
What
right?
he did, and then the audio came out yesterday. Somebody along the bench was recording. You can hear Gottlieb. Literally, all he says is, "That's the same play." That's all he says. All right, and I don't even think he cusses at the official. Actually, in the moment, I think he just yells, "That's the same play," and they tee him up right away.
Yeah.
And then you pair that up with what happened on the court. I mean, whether or not it's a foul. So if you watch the play, Green Bay shoots, misses, other team rebounds. Green Bay player comes over to kind of guard the guy that's got and he gives him a little pelvic push, And as the guy's going out of bounds, he inbounds the ball. Probably should have been a no call, but they blow the whistle. It's a foul. Probably should have been a no call. They blow the whistle. It's a foul. Gottlieb's upset about that, and he says, "That's the same play," and they tee him up right away. So that's what, when he gets to the post-game press conference, he's like, "Why am I getting teed up? The rule book says I get teed up if I do A, B, or C." And do you remember? I think you just went through them, right? It's demonstrable.
He goes, I didn't swear. Yep. I wasn't demonstrative,
And, yeah, he did. And whatever the other thing is, he was inside his coaching box. And you can see you see, and you pair that up with the audio. He's right. He's not making it up. He didn't do any of those things. So I think the league is right to stand up and say, "Listen, you've gone too far here." First of all, it seems, what's the word? Is it punitive? It seems like you're going too far here on the guy. It feels that way on the foul. The technical foul probably shouldn't have been called, and and now it feels like you're going too far with his reaction. So we're playing ping pong, and everybody is overreacting on both sides of the table. And I never thought I'd say this, but I kind of feel sorry for Doug Gottlieb in that situation. What I'd say is I agree with him, and I agree with Wisconsin Green Bay that he wasn't wrong, didn't deserve the tee, and doesn't deserve this.
Whether you like it or not, there's a reason these guys are doing Horizon League games and not Big 10, Big 12, Big East games.
Oh, that's good.
And that is, it's not the same level. And if you talk to officials and coordinators and assigners, you have to start somewhere. And so your lesser qualified officials need to cut their teeth in the Horizon League, in the West Coast Conference, in the Missouri Valley Conference. You're not going to get night in and night out the best officials in the country. It's just not going to happen. And you're going to have guys who don't know situations, who screw up. The thing is, they'll defend their own, though, right?
Like all. Yeah.
They'll defend their own. One other thing that happened yesterday before we get to the break, JT Toppin for Texas Tech. I feel sorry for Texas Tech. And if you're an Iowa State who has Texas Tech coming up, you want to play against the best. I mean, JT Toppin, Ross, he was averaging 21 points, 10 rebounds a game. If he would have stayed on that course, would have been the first player in the Big 12 conference to average a double-double since like Blake Griffin in 2009. I mean,
incredible. An amazing year.
Amazing year. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. To me, that affects, if you're the NCAA tournament committee, that affects where you're going to be seated, right? In that It's like I referenced Kenyon Martin the other day with Cincinnati when they did that. Texas Tech's probably going to lose a couple more games on the way out. But then you go, okay, you're without your best player. We're going to put you in the tournament, but you're not going to be where you maybe thought you were because you're missing a huge portion.
Your leading scorer, I think you're leading, maybe leading rebounder too. I'm not sure, but I know is he the leading rebounder as well? Did you say that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't listen. Talk about a couple losses. They not only play at Iowa State, they've got at BYU remaining in their last 5. Their other games, Trav, I pulled it up because they do play at home with K-State, at home with Cincinnati, and at home with TCU.
Winnable games.
All those 3 are winnable games, even without Toppin. So, probably looking at a 22-9 regular season. Add a loss in the Big 12 tournament in there. 23-10, let's say. But I think you're right. Right now, where are they ranked right now? 15?
I think so. Right around there.
13 right now. I think you're right. I think that if you were looking at a 4 seed there, you might be looking at a 5 or 6 seed.
6. Maybe even a 7 based on.
But again, we've seen that addition by subtraction thing. You got some dogs behind him that have been waiting for a chance to get more opportunities. What if they win at BYU? What if they do make a run in the Big 12 tournament? Does that
would help them if but let's say they just kind of win what you're supposed to win, lose what you kind of go, they're without their best player. Are we going to put them on that 4 seed?
I know we got to get to break. Okay. I know we got to get to break. I tried to tell you guys about Schemo. Sometimes I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, trying to tell you about the future, and you won't listen.
Yeah, Tyler, you think you're dropping something new on this? Ross was preaching this last week.
I just read about it. I'm like, oh, this seems like it's gonna be fun. Real quick on the Olympic tip, okay?
Okay.
Dude, every 4 years this happens. Every 4 years we watch curling and people are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get way into curling. Doesn't this happen every 4 years?
Yes.
Want more curling? From Yahoo Sports, a new pro league is set to launch after the Winter Olympics. Listen, there's a reason it's not popular. It's the Girl Scout cookies of sports. You only like it because it's unique and you don't get it all the time. What's the beer?
This is cool.
What's the beer out of New Glarus that everybody makes a big deal about?
Spotted Cow?
Spotted Cow. A lot of people like it. Curling is the Girl Scout cookies of sporting.
Just enjoy it every 4 years. Have fun watching it.
Enjoy it, and then let it go away so that you can enjoy it again.
Yeah, they're gonna get this pro curling league. They're gonna find some obscure streamer. They're gonna we're not getting the numbers we thought. Yeah, because it's really not that interesting. Curling is like bowling. It is meant to be played with friends and drink a lot of beer doing it. That's what it is. It's a beer drinking sport.
I'm not but on ice. And again, as we've talked about, I don't like being cold. My little toes get cold.
Don't forget, tomorrow, the Iowa Lottery brings you the weekly woohoo. And if you want to get an early jump on that $90 prize pack, this is, we're making it a lot easier for you, folks. Go to therushradio.com, click on the promotions tab. You'll see the woohoo right there. Tell us what made you go woohoo this week. And people are even throwing in boohoos. But that's therushradio.com. Click on the promo tab, search woohoo, and you can win a prize pack from the Iowa Lottery worth $90. You can be a winionaire each week. What type of winionaire will you be? A full tank of gas -aire or a front row tickets to every show -aire? The possibilities are what you make it when you become a Iowa Lottery winionaire. Again, go to therushradio.com, click on the woohoo tab, and tell us what made you go woohoo. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Flowers and chocolates are nice, but what they really want this year is a new Nissan from Willis Nissan. Right now, get 0% APR on Rogue, Murano, and our remaining 2025 Pathfinders. And just arrived, the refreshed 2026 Pathfinder with updated styling and new advanced tech. In stock and going fast. February savings won't last. Come see us today at Willis Nissan or check out our inventory at willisnissan.com.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Happy Thursday, everybody. Of course, I know snow is coming, but, winter's wrapping up, and you're going to look at your car when spring starts to hit and go, man, this thing's dirty. Not just on the outside, but on the inside. How do I take care of that? Well, Willis Automotive and Willis Automotive Detailing can take care of you. Shake off that winter grime, get your ride cleaned up and refreshed. It's Willis Automotive Detailing. Just go to willisauto.com.
Headed down to the state wrestling tournament today. Got started.
I think you went yesterday. You didn't?
No,
go
I
yesterday?
didn't get down. I didn't get to get down there yesterday. I got too busy. But I'm going to head down there today. My nephew is representing Knoxville in the heavyweight class in 2A. So good luck to Reagan Roberts and his second trip down to state. Super proud of him and all that. So Eli and I are going to head down to watch his cousin.
Did he win yesterday?
No, he's 2A, so they don't get started till today.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
the afternoon session today. But I was sent during the break. My buddy John Olson sent an Instagram video that I had not, or a Facebook video. Did you see what happened between Bettendorf and have you seen this yet, Trav? The Bettendorf and Davenport Central basketball game. I'm assuming this went down last night.
I have not seen
this. If not, I apologize. And maybe God, how the internet works. This could be a video that's 4 years old. But I think last night, Bettendorf won on a last-second shot against Davenport Central. They pulled off that old classic, was it Scott Drew, the play where the long inbound to the top of the key.
Okay.
Tall player jumps up in the air, catches the ball, and then passes to another player who's racing across half court. Tip pass to him. He's got to catch and shoot on the run, hits a three-pointer to beat Davenport Central. Am I saying this right? Bettendorf win last game-winning shot against Davenport Central. What a cool moment.
Last second shots, no matter what level, are fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it in like a third grade YMCA game, but if somebody's hitting one at the buzzer from a good distance, you're like, damn. Because you have that feeling. Because what is one thing as a kid? You always practiced
3, 2, 1,
and
half, quarter.
Every time as a kid, even if you weren't in the actual game, you felt like, because you were playing that mental thing in your head to where I just won the game. You got the wiffle ball. It's 2 down, bottom of the ninth.
Oh, Trav, have you seen Freddie Freeman talk about his walk-off home run in the World Series?
No.
If it doesn't bring an emotion to you, I'm not sure you're alive. He talks about, I'll get teary-eyed thinking about it. He talks about that exact thing. He's like, I hit that ball and I was a 9-year-old boy again. All of those dreams, all of that playground, I just hit a game-winning home run in the World Series. And now I've got 90 seconds to run around the bases and enjoy this. Dude, it's super cool. And then if you know Freddie Freeman, he's super good, easy guy to root for anyway.
And the thing is, he says 9-year-old boy because you go back to when you were a 9-year-old boy, you're literally practicing that in your front yard. You're because you don't know if you're going to be a Major League Baseball player. You want to be a Major League Baseball player, but that is the time. And Ross, this sounds crazy. We got to enjoy that. I don't know if kids today are enjoying going out in the yard, playing with your friends, putting these scenarios in their head to where they're the hero in the story.
Yeah.
Instead, they're online playing games, and
I want to push back on you on that because they are. Kids are it's still human beings with imaginations and dreams and hopes and all that. And the fact that some kids do it online and do it through video game rather than out there in the backyard or in the front yard.
No, they should be in the front yard. They should be playing. They should be playing video games.
Listen, and I agree. The kids do it. Kids do it. Have things changed? Yeah, things do change, but kids still do that. And by the way, doing it online is it different? Yes. Is it better or worse? Everybody's made up their mind on that, so I won't weigh in. But the kids still do that hero worship thing, and dream of being it. What was the really cheesy song? What was the really cheesy Kenny Rogers song that told this story? I Am the Greatest. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that. I remember Coward of the County where he kicks some ass at the end.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers had some songs that were great storytelling songs, right? Lucille, the Gambler. Oh. But one of them was way later, way 20 years after those songs. Song called The Greatest. Thanks, Brian. Where he's a little boy out in the front yard with a baseball and a bat. And it's the World Series and it's the final pitch and the ball goes up and the ball comes down and he takes a swing. Well, in the song, he swings and misses. And then he all of a sudden changes into, I was the pitcher. I struck the guy out. I didn't strike out to lose. I was the pitcher, and I struck the guy out to win.
Change your reality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That and same thing. 3, 2, 1. We all did that. You'd shoot and you'd miss, and you'd go, and overtime we go.
Yeah, or you'd go do over, new game.
Fouled. I was fouled.
And then when it went in, you ran around like you were the hero. Yes. Right before we got off the air yesterday, there was a video circulating and a screenshot of Fred Hoiberg after the Iowa game swatting a phone away. And Ross had sent this to me as I was driving into work, and I kind of watched it. And I called him right away. I said, hey, it's a bad look for Freddie. I'm not going to deny that. But I go back and watch the court storm. I thought Iowa failed tremendously when it came to protecting Nebraska players, protecting its own players, and did not have good court management. Now, Iowa released a statement yesterday where it apologized. It basically owned up to it, said whoever got in front of Fred had gotten by a security barrier. I didn't even see us. I mean,
there's video of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, what security barrier are you talking about?
The chair, the folding chair that moved to the side, that one of the staffers moved for him and pats him on the back as he goes through. And I get, okay, yeah, I love this, Travis. First fault, the jackass that runs up to Fred Hoiberg with a phone in his face, who, by the way, looks like an adult. What are you doing? It doesn't, maybe I'm wrong. It didn't look like a 17, 18-year-old kid to me. And I would give a little bit more grace to it being a 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old young man who's still not making all these decisions great. But it looked like an adult. Run onto the court. That sounds fun. I've never been able to do that. I probably would do that if I'm there watching a game and close enough to do it. Sure, sounds fun. Run up to the coach and like, what in your face, Freddie? Like you did something? Shut up. What are we doing? That's the first fault. That jackass that runs out there with and puts a phone in front. And by the way, tries to he's intentionally moving through there to do exactly that.
Yes. He went in there with a mission.
Second fault, and right behind that guy is absolutely the University of Iowa, with zero plan on what to do there. Zero plan. The announcement of, we would like to remind fans to please stay up. That encourages people. That reminds them, oh yeah, we could rush the court. So I don't know what the right response is, Travis. If you rope something off, if you get security guards in place, you got to have a plan to prevent stuff like that from happening. And then you literally do see a staffer who I think is just in that moment, like everybody else. He's excited. He can't wait. And here comes a fan that's also excited. And he's just thinking, hey, man, good for you. Aren't we in this great day to be a Hawk? Pats the guy on the back right before this goes down. Now, Fred shouldn't have taken a swipe at the guy, but he does. And he also kind of catches the dude. Did you see that? He catches the Hawk.
The coach, right?
Staffer, yeah.
He turned around, I think, and apologized to him.
He did. And even said, hey, I think I don't know what he said, but it looked like Fred, when he did that, grabbed the staffer like, no, man, I was trying to swipe the phone or get that guy out of my face. Fred also, by the way, has 45 years of public goodwill built up.
Yeah, if you know him, you kind of go, we'll let this one slide.
Everybody, and Travis, this is how out of character that was. I honestly thought it was an AI video. Because the first video that I saw was the actual video of the phone getting swiped out of the hand. And I literally was like, dude, somebody made an AI video of like, that's just stupid because Fred would never do that. And then I saw the other video from the distance that shows the staffer opening sliding the chair over, letting the guy through, patting him on the back. And that staffer, by the way, instantly realizes he's made a mistake. Because he sees the guy do it, and then he's the staffer that runs after the guy like, you jackass. I'm with Kyle.
Go to half court with everybody.
I'm with Kyle on this. Can we end the handshake line? Or at least at times. Like, I think it should absolutely be kind of a nonverbal thing between the coaches. When you realize something like that's about to go down, you look at each other and go, hey, we don't need to come do that. We can do that back. We can do that in the corridor later. We can tell everybody good game. I'm all for sportsmanship and all that. I just think it's silly at these times that we have to go through that charade at the end when we've now got things like this happening.
Well,
on a more regular basis.
I'm a bigger fan of the handshake line. I don't know why. I don't have a problem with it, right? It's about having a plan. And the best plan I've seen executed is at Creighton when I think they beat UConn or St. John's, but they knew it was going to happen. You know all those ushers that have the yellow coats? They lined like 50 of them up. They gave them a rope and they went down the baseline and they put up a wall so they could shake hands and not have any fans interact. The fans got to celebrate at half court. And yeah, you had to run. You had to get off your ass. As soon as that thing hit zero, you had to do a beeline down the baseline to get that rope up. And it's very simple.
Yeah. And you could funnel. I'm with you. There's several options. There's a lot of plays here. A lot of cards in the deck. One of them is that. Put up a rope. Have the staffers ready. Put up a rope. One of them is get the team. You could just usher the teams. And I did think about this, Travis. Like, I think that the locker room, so Nebraska would have had to come along the Iowa bench to get to their locker room.
Okay.
Right? Yes.
No, I thought they exit behind him.
Okay. Or is it somebody's going to have to remind us because, man, I don't remember. Do they even go across the court now that I'm thinking about it? Anyway, you got to have a plan, and they had zero plan for that. I absolutely blame the jackass that runs out there and gets in Fred Hoiberg's face, number one. Iowa, right behind them with about another 45% of the blame. I go 50% blame to the jackass, 45% blame to the University of Iowa. I do think that Fred shouldn't. I mean, Joe wrote in and said, hey, I can't blame Fred at all. You never know what's going to happen in today's world. Some guy comes running up on you. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I apologize. They're flying by me too fast. How this world is today, I don't blame Fred for the swing. Never know what could happen or what the person had or said. And, I don't know what it's more about I don't know what he said because I think it's so loud in there. And the guy probably, some jackass, said something like good game, Freddie, or something. Again.
But
it's the guy's fault. The guy that runs out there, his fault.
Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't happen, we're not talking about any of this. No.
We're not even talking about Iowa's mismanagement of it. It's one bad apple. Anyway. He said, good game, buddy, according to Irish Hawk, which again, if Fred even was able to hear that because of the noise of the arena at that time or whatever, it's that action of a guy running up on you. And I think Joe's right. You don't know what that is. It's okay in this world to think worst possible scenario. I don't know, but you just tried to swipe something away from the dude. And
now the Big Ten's not going to reprimand Iowa. It's not going to reprimand Fred. They're considering it a closed issue. Iowa has apologized, which it should, because it did expose some holes, right? And it could have been. I mean, even Ben McCollum said, "I got blood on my shirt. I don't know where that came from." Like, I
didn't hear that.
He's like, "I got blood on my shirt somewhere," and he didn't know if he was bleeding, but he had blood on his shirt.
I did hear his comment about it being his first court storming. And
really?
Yeah. Well, now Trav, think about it. And then he said something that he even acknowledged. He's like, oh my God, that sounded so cocky. That sounded like so much ego. Because one of the reporters asked him, and I'm going to paraphrase a lot of stuff here, so I apologize if I get some of it wrong. One of the reporters basically asked, that your first, how many court stormings you've been a part of? You won national championships. He was like, yeah. He's like, but you guys got to remember, like most of those games, I was the number one ranked team. And then he's like,
wrong.
Yeah, right. And then he goes, that sounded really bad. I did not mean to make that sound like I was.
No, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
But
I am surprised the Big Ten's not going to fine Iowa, $50,000, make them pay. I am surprised that there's not something coming from the
Big Ten does not have a fine system like the SEC and the ACC for court storms. So I think it would be hard to fine somebody if you don't have protocols saying, hey, if you storm the court, we're going to fine you X amount of dollars.
Do they need that?
No, I don't think so. Because you know why, Ross? Because I do think there are times and places for court storms. I don't know if a 57-52 win is one, but that it happened.
Listen to this guy. Look at you. Look at you. This is turning a new leaf. This is court storm and Trav.
I do believe but I also think students are pretty smart. They're not getting taxed. They're not paying the fine. They don't care. It almost encourages them to do it more, to go, hey, let's go.
It doesn't. I agree with you on that. The snotty shithead in me does exactly that. But I do think it also encourages the university to have a plan.
Yes.
Then that makes the university, okay, it's worth it for us to pay an extra couple $1,000s to have a few more yellow jackets here every game, so that we don't have to pay a $50,000 fine. You don't have to do it for every game. You're not going to get a court storming against,
Northwestern
or Tennessee State or something like that in your non-con. So anyway, I think
going into that game, you go, okay, we're at home. We're playing the number 9 team in the country. We haven't beaten a ranked team in 2 years. We haven't beaten a top 10 team in 2 years. We should probably be prepared for that. So on the next Big Ten meetings, there's going to be a breakout session on how to handle court storms. It'll be like, okay, we're going to use the University of Iowa as an example here of what not to do during a court storm. And that is, you have to be prepared. We can't have.
There should also be, Beth Getz should be having a conversation today about, all right, here's what they do at Creighton. Here's what they do at Arizona. Here's
or at Iowa State or anywhere.
Right. This is the protocol. Yeah, she hopefully is calling Jamie Pollard, saying, hey, got 10 seconds for me?
It's a long rope. Buy a long, long rope. You can make it velvet so it's first class.
Dude, make it velvet. What is that, velvet?
Look at that. Where'd you find the yellow velvet? We can only find the red velvet on the internet.
You're a Coming to America fan.
The first movie, yeah. The second one's fine. I like the first one better.
That's a line from when King Jafar, it's not King Jafar, what's the golly? When Eddie Murphy, when James Earl Jones shows up and he's wearing the lion around his neck, and the Eddie Murphy character from The Barber comes out and he's like, rubs it and he goes, what is that, velvet? It's beautiful.
That was a good accent because what is that, velvet? You did much better than I did.
The best part, the best one from that is after the movie, after the credits, the joke at the end when he's like, I went to the restaurant to get some soup, and the waiter puts the soup down, and I'm sitting there, and he comes back, he says, how's the soup? And I said, well, try it. He says, well, is it too hot? I said, try the soup. He says, well, is it too cold? I said, try the soup. He looks down. He says, where's the spoon? I said, aha. Aha. That's the man.
I like when they had the Joe Louis conversation.
Yeah. Joe Louis.
Cassius Clay, Joe Louis. I mean, it started
137 when they fought that fight. 97 years old.
Now I'm going to go have to watch that again.
That movie's so good.
Yeah.
Ah.
Gonna go have to watch that.
I met Martin Luther King once. Martin Luther the King. Turned a corner once, guy punched me in the face, fell down on the ground. I looked up, Martin Luther King. He says, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else.
Yes, folks, we find ourselves funny.
Oh.
And we hope you find us funny as well. I know we talked about this briefly yesterday during the technical difficulties that we had, but Ronda Rousey, of course, is going to get back in the ring. Gina Carrero's who she's going to fight. This is going to take place in California, Ross. The state of California has said, hold on for a second. Fight can go forward. However, these women are going to have to go through a lot more testing than normal fighters. Because Ronda Rousey was on a podcast about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and talked about all the concussions that she had. Like that for how long, that in the state of California is like, hey, we're going to run you through some neurological tests to make sure you're not endangering yourself even more. Carrero is 44 years old. They're saying, you're getting up there in age. We want to make sure your body, your brain, everything can handle this. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. When is the last time Ronda Rousey fought? Give me a year.
Oh, boy, dude. I'm going to guess pre-COVID. No way. It's 2026. It's 2026. She had to have fought in like 2022.
Last Ronda Rousey fight was 2016.
Oh, no way. She hasn't fought in a decade?
When is the last time?
Years, man.
When is the last time Gina? And the funny thing is, I knew Gina from basically being an actress. When is the last time she fought?
I don't remember Gina Carano. I don't remember. I kind of was drifting out of the MMA.
2009.
What? Wait, what? What?
What I read this morning. I was shocked by those numbers.
I didn't think she
shocked
was
by
that
those
old.
numbers. 515-517-2303. While you look that up, let's go to Ross, who joins us now on the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. What's up, Ross?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I was going to talk about the court storm. I ushered some Iowa State games, and every game we have a plan. We got everybody's get now every game we're not expecting to, but every game we're down there and ready to go. They also communicate with the other team, tell them where to go, where we're going to be, and it doesn't look like Nebraska had a clue where to go. So,
no, after the game, the players were like stuck in the middle. So when you say you usher Iowa State games, do they go through the plan each and every time before the game? And can you tell us what that plan is? Is it to guard off the baseline, to do the handshake? What is the plan at Iowa State?
literally, we just got the same people on both ends of the court. We meet in the middle. We're protecting the teams, shaking hands, getting off. Generally, they'll go in the same locker room. Because at Hilton, they go, they split up. They don't cross the court, so they know where to go. The goal is to keep the players, especially the opposing team, safe. So, and it doesn't. We haven't had to do it for a couple of years because we actually win games. But, but it's a pretty simple process. So they dropped the ball last night.
Usually, when something goes wrong, the fix is a pretty simple process, right?
Again, for this one, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Now, maybe there would be some softer dialogue about the confusion for Nebraska. We would all pass that off as sour grapes. If Fred in the post-game press conference had just been like, man, that was hard. Our team didn't know where to go. We had no control. We had guys in our faces. It would have been like, oh, quit pitching, Freddie. Because we got this scene.
I do have a question.
Oh, go ahead, bud.
Has Nebraska ever experienced a court storm that was not in Nebraska?
That's a great question. Is this the first time a Nebraska basketball loss ushered a court storm? And that's a very real possibility. I think
it would be safe to say yes. However, you have to go back. There were some teams in the early 90s that had Piakowski, Boone. You had Tyronn Lue on. They had some really good teams that were highly ranked. But I think there you're playing in the Big Eight, and if you lost to Kansas. Or you lost to a Billy Tubbs Oklahoma team, right?
Yeah.
So
or Big Country.
I don't know an official answer, but I think it's probably pretty safe to say that might have been the first time somebody stormed the court against Nebraska.
That's a good one, Ross. Good call, man.
I'm not making fun of Nebraska. I just thought it was interesting.
No, I don't think that's a knock on it.
Right there.
Yeah, that's a neat thing to have that. And I think you're right. One simple thing: if the staffer doesn't let that jackass through. And just misinterpret his intentions, which I think happened there as I watched the video. He pats him on the back like, hey, go Hawks, and then instantly has to chase the guy down because he realizes he's up. So I think that, one simple thing, simple fix, and hopefully they'll get it right.
Thanks, Ross. Have a great day, man.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
515-517-2303.
My buddy David reminded me, the barbershop scenes in Coming to America, it's Cuba Gooding Jr. who's sitting in the barbershop chair. He doesn't have any lines. He just sits there. And when they have to disarm the thief at McDowell's, it's Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Having a Royale with cheese.
Yeah, they got the Big Mac. I got the Big Mick. They got the Golden Arches. I got the Golden Arcs.
Hey, folks, is it too early to start thinking about lunch or dinner? The answer to that is no, because we are thinking juicy burgers, crispy wings, nachos, and bacon-wrapped tater tots, all paired with one of the largest craft beer selections west of the Mississippi. We're talking about El Bait Shop, a craft beer lover's paradise with around 250 beers on tap, plus cans and bottles from around the world. Perfect for long lunches, after-work meetups, or dinner with friends, and a flight of brews that hits the spot. So grab your crew, grab a pint, and make your next lunch or dinner stop one to remember. El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd Street in downtown Des Moines. Bruno scheduled to be joining us when we come back on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Hey folks, it's tax time. Why let that refund sit in your pocket when you can upgrade your ride? Head to Willis Chevrolet Granger for our tax time sales event. We've got over 100 vehicles in inventory ready to roll. Up to $5,000 off the popular Traverse. Score special APR rates including 1.9% on Silverados. And don't miss our selection of budget-friendly Trax and Trailblazers in stock now. Come in today to Willis Chevrolet Granger or visit us online at willischevy.com.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. It may be chilly now, but before you know it, spring will be here. We are now booking for spring, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiscus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
The largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner of Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Zach here, your favorite Willis Infinity Service Advisor. Get your car the Valentine's Day gift it deserves. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th one free, plus take $25 off a new battery. When you come in for service, we will include a free alignment check. Schedule online at willisinfinity.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
515-517-2303 is the number to call. Happy Thursday, everybody. I see Bruno sitting there, Ross.
Okay.
I don't know if he's going to sit down and join us.
He's joined us. That's all right. Yeah.
He's
So I did some looking up for you because I wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Now it's led me down this great rabbit hole of female fighters over the years. But all your information was correct. It has been 2016 is the last time Ronda Rousey fought. 2009 was the last time that Gina Carano fought. Her last fight was against a woman who was known by the name of Cyborg back in 2009. Do you remember? You wouldn't remember this lady. Her name was, her real name was Christiane Justino. She went by the name Cyborg. And that led me down this rabbit hole.
I remember Cyborg.
Insane. So Gina Carano ended her fighting career with a 7-1 record back in 2009, man. It's been 17 years. 16 and a half years since she's been in the ring. So Ronda Rousey's 10 years of ring rust have got nothing on this lady. This does not seem like, I mean, this is beyond the Pacquiao Mayweather thing of like, well, they were, 10 years past when we wanted to see that fight. This is beyond that because this is not even two women that left the sport at the top of the game. It's just whatever, and it's going to be on a Jake Paul card, right? That's what you told me the other night. It's not on UFC.
He's going to be on he's the promoter of this.
Promoter, yeah. That's.
I want to check something out here real quick. I think he's frozen.
Oh,
you see his shit.
I'll scroll. I'll try to scroll to see if I can watch. Oh, because I can see his sweater. I see what you're saying.
He's like frozen.
That I think you're right about that. He just went out. He's coming. He'll come back in now. All right. So anyway, that was the.
Is this a case where both need money, or do you just miss the fame that much? Since why'd you do this?
One of those, Travis. It could be the money. Could be the money. I don't know. It's not. I'm not interested in it. I don't think I'll be. This is not something I'm going to pay attention to. Bruno.
I have to agree. It sounds stupid.
Sounds stupid, doesn't it, man?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to watch ladies fist fight about as much as I want to see guys fist fight. What a dumb sport.
Say
it's so dumb.
And it's. I mean, listen.
Makes
When
zero sense to me. It's. I guess it's for men under the age of 55. It's a sport.
You might be disappointed.
No, I'm not. I might be disappointed in humanity. I suppose I would be.
What's the old P.T. Barnum line? Nobody ever, or no, is it him or was it Dale Carnegie? It said, nobody ever lost a dime underestimating the morals of humanity.
Or stupidity. I mean, that takes about an IQ of under 70 to want to watch that, I swear. But there's a lot of people like that in America, I guess.
They'll make money watching it.
And when Ronda Rousey was in her prime, I wanted to watch it, right? When she was in her prime, I wanted to watch Ronda Rousey. She actually, but then, okay, you haven't fought for 10 years. You've been having babies non-existent, and now you want to hop back into the ring? It's like your prime's gone. It's over. So, where were you? Were you in Mesa last week? Did you go down to Arizona again last week?
Yeah, I forgot you guys don't use text messages like most people do. I texted you guys, told you I'd be out.
Oh, did you really? I didn't. That's
I've never had a reply from you guys other than there's something you guys needed from me.
That's how it is.
Right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, right. When Travis needs me to pick up gift cards for you and all that.
Yeah.
How was Mesa? Everything good down there with
mom
and
dad?
Really
good.
Yeah.
My dad had a cold. He's still getting over it. My wife had a cold and just getting over it since Super Bowl Sunday. Of course, then
you got the cold.
Try to get a cold. I didn't try, but the cold tried to get me. But I didn't relent. It's been a little bit touchy, but
I think it's that haircut. You're too aerodynamic and
It's trying to
shifty. You're too shifty for him to catch you, Bruno. Good job.
Trying to be
Good out of you.
streamlined.
Do you see a huge uptick here, like at Buzzard Billy's with state wrestling tournament?
Wrestling's always good. Wrestling's the best one. You know, I know basketball does okay, but it's not as big a deal. You know, it probably would do a bigger deal. Like when it goes to Ames, it might do a bigger deal for them up there because you're kind of where else you're going to go. And there's only one team from Ames, you know, so there's a lot of people traveling to the Ames area for that.
Well, it's interesting. I heard yesterday, Ross, there's 1,008 wrestlers competing in the Iowa State Wrestling Tournament. 1,008. I mean, so think about friends, family. I mean, the number of people that converge on the city for the wrestling tournament's incredible.
Well, it's
Coaches,
all small towns.
Coaches, cheerleaders. I mean, the support staff for if a school sends more than a couple of wrestlers, they send the crew to Des Moines. And then, yeah, sometimes if you get oh, he's frozen again. Look at him.
But we can hear you. I think we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Let's
Bruno.
just go on the front. That's a good still of me, so let's just go from there.
This is a really good still.
Bruno's just going to start putting that up in front of his camera every day.
Still.
Yeah, no, we see a decent amount of people come in. Wrestling's always good. I just think also it's smaller towns. You know, like basketball's dominated by the metro in some ways.
That makes sense.
And if you're you know a team from in town, you're gonna go home at the end of it. We don't.
Yeah.
No one's really gonna go out. You know, it's also like there's less teams. There's sort of kind of a team for every wrestler, right?
Yeah.
You know, so they all want to see that one. You know, there's also, of course, the team of the wrestling, you know, from that school, but it's a whole different format, and it, you know, and I would say that wrestling fans drink a lot more Busch Light than other sports fans, so it's good.
I took Eli down. I think it was Monday night. He wanted to go have Buzzard Billy's. We went down, and I don't ever remember Bruno having the alligator. Is it alligator bites, alligator tail? What was there's alligator. That's the very first appetizer on the menu at Buzzard Billy's. I don't remember ever having that before. It was delicious.
Oh yeah, it's been on the menu. Been on the menu since day one. Alligator is quite popular. We get it from farms down in Louisiana, I think. Super popular. It doesn't technically fall under the Lent feature, but there are some things that do. Just for anyone who's wondering about Lent when they're down watching the wrestling or in town, lots of places are having stuff for the Lent season, and of course, Royal Mile is always popular. There is Cajun shrimp and grits, crab cakes, fish and chips, and fish sandwich, fish tacos at the Chicken. I thought I was talking about Buzzard Billy's. Fish Friday at Hessen House. Seafood menu at Buzzard Billy's is always a great option. It's over 30 options to enjoy during Lent. So I mean, we're crazy with the Truman's got a shrimp and ain't easy. Fish sandwich at the Empire. Fish fry at the High Life. I mean, you could go to every one of our places during Lent and make your Catholic mama proud.
Man, I've really been supporting Bruno this week because we also had a dinner at Fong's. One night we went down there and had one of the really good specials because the pizza of the month. When you order a small, you get a small crab rangoon pizza. So we went down there and had the pizza of the month and the crab rangoon. The pizza of the month was like a spicy shrimp. It was really good.
Well, and you make a good point about the crab rangoon. We reworked it. You know how like that game, what is it, Grapevine or Telephone or whatever, where you tell something and by the end it's kind of changed.
Yeah, telephone. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's you got a long line of people making crab rangoon pizzas over the years, and things have changed. Suppliers, stuff's no longer available. Well, we went back and looked at it and said, we're looking at all the things that are the most popular at our places and making sure they're right. And we realized that we've needed to adjust and make that one better. So we're kind of reintroducing the original Crab Rangoon, the place that brought crab. If we weren't the first, we certainly made it way more popular, and you'll find it on gas station menus and anywhere. Hy-Vee was selling it for a while. I don't know if they still do. Everyone's imitated it, so we decided we better lead with it and do it right. So yeah, the free Crab Rangoon is part of it. Krabby Mondays is back, specials on Crab Rangoon. We're doing it with the cheeseburger basket now. I kind of almost think you can quote me on this, but if I'm wrong, I apologize.
It's all right.
We're dropping the cheeseburger basket to $6.99.
Oh wow!
So that's a quarter pounder with fries, $6.99. Or tots.
Hell
you can't find that anywhere in America.
No, that beats the pants off of even McDonald's.
Yeah. McDonald's is like $12, $13 just to go
and
through
it's
the drive-thru.
10 times the burger.
No, but we're not offering that like Applebee's is offering right now. They have the big QP. We're just having a standard quarter pounder. I don't know what makes a big QP. Generally speaking, I thought a quarter pounder is a quarter pounder is a quarter pounder. But they're $9.99, so maybe that's what makes it big. It's a bigger price.
Theirs is bigger. Yeah.
Just costs more. That's
what makes it bigger. Bigger bun. Have you ever measured the bun?
Lots extra bun.
Did you have a bunch of people showing up at your places when it was really nice outside going, where's the patio furniture? We want to sit outside, Bruno.
No, I don't know if they said that, but I will say we did see sales do really well, and that was in February, which is encouraging. It's really crazy. September 1, I would probably say, is about the start of when you guys get really crazy, really excited about talking sports.
That's fair. That's fair.
And by about this time of the year, you got NCAAs and you got some stuff, but you end up having to talk about girls fist fighting. So that you run out of things to talk about. So, that's when we start getting busy again. So we live in different seasons in a way. We're looking to see if we can get people to come in the summer or in the winter times, but no one wants to get out of their house, during the winter time and fall. So they got school and all that stuff. So this is when we start seeing it really pop. Wrestling is the first one. St. Patrick's, especially if it's a good, warm, nice day. It looks like it's supposed to be in the 40s ish. If it still holds. That's when we start to see, and then people start asking about the patio, but we just need to have those college kids come back or start hiring up for the patio. So that's what we got that time of year. Anyway, this is the time of year where there's always some news that's kind of weird. If y'all want to hear a couple,
fire away, buddy. I was going to ask if you've been watching the Olympics or if there's anything fun like that. What do you?
I don't. Olympics. I
don't do it for you.
I never watched the Olympics. I don't really get it. I mean, I get it. I did look at the medal count, see where we're at, but it is Winter Olympics. We're never really at the top.
True.
But I always want to see that. Of course, I'm all for USA and all that. But speaking of the USA, speaking of World War One, there was a issue. The Irish
the
Star
Great War.
Yeah, the Irish Star reported that a 24-year-old man came in complaining of discomfort because he had inserted an object, but the doctors didn't realize it until it had begun to treat him. The hospital staff was alerted police to lock down the facility until the 8x12-inch shell, the bomb, was taken out of his rear end.
Wait, 8x12?
8x2. Sorry, 8x2 inch.
Is it?
Well,
I've been abducted. I've been abducted.
It got a lot more reasonable when I shortened it down. When I the diameter went from 12 to 2. But
this poor fella.
No, it turns out I wasn't as bad. It's probably not even a big story
it's
now
bad.
that
It's not
now
that
that I
big
read
of a
it
story now. It was only a 2-inch World War I bomb up his ass. Dude,
I told that wrong.
He had a World War I bomb,
like a mortar shell, I suppose. Like a 8x2-inch mortar shell or some kind of thing. He was
trying
to make himself feel wanted, I guess. 24-year-old boys need to get out, stop watching UFC and get out and talk to girls.
Justin, look at Justin. What a time to bring Justin on here.
Justin's crying.
Does the guy get, like, is there a special award instead of like a Purple Heart? You get like a
Purple Star.
Good call, Bruno. Good pull.
Okay, so that wasn't probably the best idea.
No, that's a good one. No, that's a really, really good one. The guy
Here's
found
a bright idea to take us back into the food world. To get you, I'm gonna disappoint everyone when I tell you that this deal is probably already over. Oh, it is, because it was during the U.S. Open, but the McDonald's wanted to impress people, so they got together for Valentine's. It was reported on February 2nd for the U.S. Open, a kit that you could get a McNugget caviar kit. You can sign up for the kit online. It was a 1-ounce tin of caviar, $25 McDonald's gift card, creme fraiche, an order of nuggets, of course, and a mother of pearl caviar spoon. Sign-ups began on the 10th till 11 a.m. Eastern time. The combo was inspired by a dish served at the U.S. Open in August. That kit, however, set diners back $100. But maybe monitor it next year. Go to McNuggetCaviar.com.
Yeah, good with that.
And monitor
progress.
I wouldn't say I missed it, Bob.
No.
And by the way,
neither did that 24-year-old kid.
It wouldn't be a purple star, as Austin puts out. It would be a brown star.
Oh, there you go. Well, and this will explain a lot. The kid was from Toulouse, France. They do stuff.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Travis. Yeah. That explains he's French.
Yeah.
He wasn't from Arkansas.
Which would be a weird place to find a World War I bomb.
Correct. Yeah. Well, unless their great grandfather brought it back over, just like
Christopher
Walken with his pocket watch.
I carried this watch up my ass.
He died of dysentery.
Justin, what happened with Drake last night? We talked a little bit about it. That, man, they had a 10-point lead. They fell down by 8.
Had a 13-point lead.
13?
Yeah. They led 31-18 with 12 minutes to go in the first half at one point. It's so depressing. Like, it's so sad to talk about. But it just really feels like the same old. It's
a broken record at this point. I mean, not just with the 7 losses, but the response to it. Though I said this earlier, Justin, it has to feel like a broken record, and it's got to be really depressing for Drake fans to continually hear guys like us, say the same thing over and over of like, well, yeah, just ride it out. And
they should have never done well.
Let's
raise expectations.
Bruno out of left field with the line of the day.
You're right, man. That's their expectations. That's what got them.
Man. Well, and then just like Travis, you were talking about how it kind of snowballs. Like if you're winning, it snowballs. If you're losing, it snowballs. The whole building, like even when Drake was making a push, you just sense it of like, all right, when is it gonna fall off? And that hurts.
That's an energy if you felt it, players, coaches, everybody, you can feel. We're all energy, man. Yeah. And the type of energy you put out in the world is the type of energy you receive.
It is the Hilton magic. It's just nap tragic right now.
Well, that win by the Cyclones the other day was amazing. That kind of thing at Hilton.
When everybody believes.
Drake is the exact prototype for how the NIL could really screw over, the portal could really screw over some teams. It's going to be teams like Drake.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And coaches go travel, They get one good season with a good coach, and then he goes to coach Iowa. I mean, I don't know.
Justin, the Travis said earlier about Jalen Quinn being maybe a hot commodity in the transfer portal this coming year, and then I saw somebody post that he's a senior. Does he have?
He's a senior from Loyola.
Okay.
Oh, so he transferred in. So that's my bad for not knowing that. So thanks for pointing that out.
Not as hot as you would have thought.
But you know what? Being a senior doesn't mean shit. He can go get a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th year of eligibility.
Yeah. So that's not a bad mistake at all. And honestly, like Quinn's been great. He's a terrific athlete, but it's finding that fit within this unit as a whole, because he can put up 23, but if he only has 1 assist with 4 turnovers, it really kind of levels out then the point total he has.
Isn't that crazy how I don't even know what eligibility is anymore? I mean, he's like, you
Right.
tell
No
me you're a
one
senior.
does.
It doesn't. It's like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Because people find a way to find an extra year. Damn. So fish fries tomorrow, right there, Bruno?
Yes, sir. At least at for sure at the I think the library does it. The library, High Life Bait Shop, Hessen House, Royal Mile, and all sorts of seafood stuff at Buzzer Billy's. You can feel real good. Actually, Ash Wednesday, my daughter rolled in with her ashes on yesterday, and it's always strange not living Catholic like I used to when you see people walking in with that.
Well,
time.
look at it this way. I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, I don't think it's strange. I don't think it's strange. I'm like, oh my God, it's like, oh, it's not on their head. That's actually on there on purpose.
And by the way, listeners are saying you're the best ventriloquist ever. Like, it's amazing.
Are you sure they're not saying I'm the best dummy ever?
No.
Oh, he's on
Ba-da-bum.
fire today.
Look at you. You're in a good mood.
Top rope.
I got in the sauna before I got on.
There you go. Fired
All
them
right, everybody.
synapses. See you,
Have
bud.
a great
Justin.
Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy, and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this month we have some exciting new offers. Lease an all-new Countryman for as low as $369 a month. If the Countryman's not fast enough for you, experience the top of the street legal goat karting and the all-new John Cooper Works Countryman, leased at as low as $509 a month. For more information, stop in our showroom, visit your favorite motoring advisor, or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Missing a quality home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the Champagne of Bars.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.